County TV, Channel 77, Q-Call, Bridges Live with myself, Ken Philibov. Stellar Spectacle Shop, who's currently inside the Uniontown Mall, unlike myself, Victor Malik, minus May in front of Animal, along the Duke, who's having a good time with my nieces today. He's going to be a fun welcome surprise for them when they come home from school. Speaking of surprise, I'm on my way up to see Gavin McKenna up in Penn State. We'll get into that a little bit, but before we do that, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, where it's about trust with a wide range of autos to choose from. We make your car buying experience enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs. And I said all that while keeping everyone safe around me. What's going on inside the mall there, Victor?
What's going on inside of the mall is right now we're 22 days away from Halloween. The summer has blown by. It's ridiculous how fast time is going, and we are right now, believe it or not, 77 days away from Christmas. The reason I'm telling you about Christmas being 77 days away, it has just been officially decided that Stellar Collectibles, along with Pittsburgh Card Show, is having another card show here at the Uniontown Mall. That will be in 78 days and 79 days. The 2 days after Christmas, the mall is going to have another card show. Everything's official on that, and I'm announcing it while you're away from the stage right now, Ken, driving in a car. Where are you right now?
I just passed on the fun in Blairsville. Too bad it's a Thursday for doing this. I would have loved to stop at the Johnette.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the great flea markets around. Stories go back 30 years on that one.
I've just passed Blairsville. I am en route to Penn State. We are
Penn State still.
The debut of Gavin McKenna. And before we look, either one of us could fill up about 5 episodes. Just on content that happened Saturday, where James Franklin and a football team embarrassed all of us. But while that's going on, you got the complete opposite with Gavin McKenna. Gavin McKenna is the next Sidney
We're having technical difficulties.
Tonight is his home debut. Are we?
You locked up just a little bit, but keep going with Gavin McKenna. We got a good. What we're doing right now is we're doing a Zoom call. Is that what this is? FaceTime. We're doing FaceTime.
FaceTime, and I'm also recording from my phone, so we're going to be good.
Okay.
That being said, Gavin McKenna is the next big thing, and he's already showing it so far on the road trips that Penn State has made. This is a big deal. Tonight, Hockey Valley becomes the official capital of NCAA hockey. And it's not even a debate. They got Gavin McKenna. It's a huge deal. And you know what? It's helping put a Band-Aid on that nonsense that we watched firsthand Saturday when Penn State went out to UCLA and we were embarrassed. I will let you have first dibs, sir.
No, before we go into Franklin and all of that stuff, I think right now a little bit of background on McKenna and the Penn State hockey thing is kind of important. Where did McKenna come from?
He's just another one of these junior Canadian guys. I'm driving, so I can't really pull up his profile.
Well, from what I read, correct me if I'm wrong, but Penn State took him away from the junior league in Canada for $700,000. He will be eligible for the draft this year. Is that correct?
Barring someone coming out of nowhere or something catastrophic, he will be the first pick of the 2026 NHL draft, which is why I was disappointed to see the Penguins shut out the Rangers the other night. You know what? If you were ever going to tank, this is the year to tank, similar to what the Penguins did the year they got Mario, which I think they've openly admitted at this point. But, he's from the junior leagues. Michigan was trying to get him. They offered him $300K. I know the number being reported is $710, but so some people I've talked to, that number's higher.
The number is actually higher for McKenna right now.
Yeah, I can't confirm it because I wouldn't go in front of a judge, but I'm being told that number's closer to 800 to 810,000 as we speak.
With the NIL being this new thing that is evolving slowly throughout time, was there ever a hockey player that got anywhere near this kind of money?
Oh, no. This is, the Russian guys would always get the hype like the year Malkin and Ovechkin come out together. But this is, let's be honest, Sidney Crosby, if NIL would have been a thing back then.
That was my next question. What do you think Crosby would have gotten? Because back in Crosby's days, players didn't come here, correct?
Yeah, I honestly, that's the thing though. NHL hockey, it's evolving.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have their own space travel yet, but they just developed automotives, I guess. To where when Sidney Crosby, they would have been horseback and buggy. To where if Sidney Crosby was coming out today in this market, I really believe he's probably about $1 million to $1.5 million.
Wow. Wonder what Mario would have been.
Even though there are some people that project like that. I think you're just like, hey, he might have got a deal like Penn did when he came here from England all those years ago.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So this is one of the first ones that went to a university. Is that correct?
Yeah, the first big one. I mean, there was some guys here and there, but this is a game changer for college hockey. And honestly, this is a game changer for not just college hockey, but hockey in general. Because now you got these junior leagues, they're great and whatnot, but if these kids can get this kind of money before they get to the NHL, if anything, I think it's going to help the NHL. Now, because let's be honest, one of the reasons that college basketball and NCAA do great is because they are great feeders to the NBA and the NFL. Now the NHL has incredible feed.
Yes, that is a big deal. What's McKenna's size offhand? Do you know?
I want to say he's about maybe 6'1", but don't hold me to that.
So he's bigger.
Yeah. I want to say he's built similar to Crosby. So.
And then would he be? He's a center. Is that correct?
I believe he's one of those you can play center or wing.
He's a forward then. Okay.
Yeah, forward. Yeah, I believe he's just. I know he's played both. So.
And the another question, because this is all fascinating. A lot of people really don't have a background to understand hockey in general, and this is something that'll bring it to the forefront. When you go into the draft, you were discussing the Penguins tanking, which is something that would benefit them greatly. There's still a bingo thing with the balls, right?
Yeah, and theirs is a little more complicated to where, like, I remember the one year I think the Penguins were slotted near the top of like the teams that finished good. Mm-hmm. So like because of where they finished, they couldn't climb any higher than 4, like the 4th overall pick.
Okay, so
it's a little more convoluted than the NBA's. So, just to give you an idea.
Well, with the Penguins, as the roster's currently constructed, you've got a lot of older players that will play the first month relatively well because they've been rested. But then as old legs like mine you start to fall apart. So, the Penguins won't, with the losing record, they will not be guaranteed the first shot at him. But
no, and actually, you know what? The year Ovechkin come out, the year before they locked out, the Penguins finished with the worst record, and they ended up with the 2nd overall pick, which got you Malkin. But so like you're correct. They are not guaranteed to get Gavin McKenna a tank.
So where's
to watch out for is
where is Penn State ranked nationally right now? The hockey team itself.
They were at 3rd as of the weekend.
They're 3 in the country right now.
Yes, sir.
And what's the name? The name of the stadium up there escapes me.
The Pagola Center.
The Pagola Center. And folks, that's if you remember back during the blue and white game when Ken and I went up there, that's where they sold all the Penn State equipment and materials that are in the store right now. Yeah.
And that's always something. We'll be doing that again this year, the blue-white game. So, but you know what? We should probably get a break here. So, even though amongst all this chaos.
Okay.
Back after this.
Costumes, candy, and a whole lot of spooky fun. It's Fayette County's Halloween Parade in downtown Uniontown. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, October 29th. Lineup begins at 5 and the parade steps off at 6. Bring your costumes, bring your friends, and get ready for floats, music, and Halloween excitement for the whole family. Don't miss Fayette County's Halloween Parade, Wednesday, October 29th. For more info, contact the Fayette Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, we're back here with the second portion of the Stellar Show. We went a little bit long on Gavin McKenna and the Penn State things. Ken's remote right now. He's driving through the beautiful scenic mountains of Pennsylvania. Ken, are you seeing any fall foliage right now?
Absolutely, that's all I'm seeing, and it's honestly, I'm looking that alone's kind of, you know, I'm meeting my buddy Brad Polakowski up here. His wife conveniently had a work getaway to get to while for the week up here, and so we just.
So the leaves are turning.
And irony is, Brad and I attended Sidney Crosby's first home game together 21 years ago.
21. Wow.
All fell into place, right, as I passed Laurel Ridge Summit, 2440 feet elevation. But, yeah, no, actually, it's nothing but this is a nice drive right now. 22. No different than any of the back roads in Fayette County, Somerset County, some of these other counties that we're on. Did you see Fayette County TV on? Well worth the drive. But the drive was well worth your picks that were much better than mine last week.
Yeah, last week I got lucky here and there, but Penn State let us down. We're going to jump into the pick section right now with the first game. Ken, you can hear me clearly.
Absolutely.
The Cleveland Browns, after the bye week, are coming to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. The Browns are giving the Steelers 5.5, and 38.5 is the over. Is there any word on who's starting as the quarterback for Cleveland? Could there be a...
is starting, and as of right now, Shadir Sanders is second quarterback.
It
There
is
talk of Huntley being brought in, I guess, to be the backup, but that's all I got right now.
Interesting. So who do you like?
I like the Steelers, and at the moment I plan on being there. I like that. That 5.5 is safe. Now Gabriel looked okay, but I don't think good enough to cover 5.5. And I think the over hits.
Mike Tomlin, I've read somewhere, I can't give credit where it's due, but he's 14-4 coming off of bye weeks at home. So I am.
The opposite of Franklin.
What's that?
The opposite of Franklin.
Yeah. So I begrudgingly have to pick the Steelers in this game, but I really don't think they cover this. I think this is a field goal game, so I am going to take the 5.5. And
that's on me.
This game is an under if I've ever heard of one. So take the Browns plus 5 and 5.5 and the under.
My fault. I'm up in.
We're having a little bit of technical difficulty right now. Ken, you good?
Yeah, because I hear you fine now.
Okay, can you hear me? If you hear me, the Rams are giving 7.5 to the.
We're good.
The Rams are giving 7.5 to the Ravens at Baltimore, and 44.5 is the over.
Baltimore's a mess right now. I'll take anyone to cover anything against them.
Yeah, the Rams right now look like a team that's on the right path where the Ravens are going the opposite direction. So I, too, am taking the Rams minus the 7.5. And I'm taking under in this game because I don't think Baltimore's going to score again this week. Now, Joe Flacco is the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, and they're going to Green Bay and playing the Packers. The spread on this game is 14.5, and the over-under is 44.5. What do you think there?
So it is confirmed if Flacco's starting?
That's the word. You can't play worse football than Browning did last week.
No, I'm not arguing any of that. It's just that, I don't know, as he wrote a pass and he's got shit.
Yeah.
But, no, you know what? I'll take Green Bay and I'll take the over.
Green Bay and the over. I'm going to go the opposite direction because I don't think Flacco's going to make that much of a difference against Micah Parsons and Green Bay's defense. I'm taking the Packers minus the 14, but I'm going under in that game. I did something. Go ahead.
Chase has more solo tackles than Parsons right now.
It's Cincinnati, and if you've watched them, that's a team that really just doesn't have a direction right now. That's my opinion on it.
I can relate.
Okay, so we got 3 games to pick in college football right now, and the big one is in Champaign, Illinois, with a number 1 Ohio State coming to Illinois. The line on that is Ohio State's minus 14.5. Illinois, the 17th ranked team in the country, 5-1. The over/under is 49.5 on that game. You think Ohio State's in trouble?
I don't think Ohio State's in trouble. I think they're just going to keep steamrolling everybody. I'll take them to cover. And what was the over/under?
49.5.
I'll take that over.
Take the over in that. I'm picking the upset. I'm taking Illinois to cover, not to win outright, but to cover in that game. And again, I'm a big fan of under this week, so I'm going under the 49.5. Next one is a big one. Number 8, Alabama is traveling to Missouri, who is 14 in the country. Bo Pearl has been one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Wish he was still where he was last year. Alabama's only given Missouri 3 on the road, and 51.5's the over. Where you at on that one?
I think you know what? I'm going with Bo. But Bo knows. Bo knows. Bo with the Tigers.
Yeah,
right?
Missouri Tigers.
Yeah, I'll take Missouri to beat Alabama and cover.
I'm taking Missouri outright in that game. I think they beat the spread the whole 9 yards. Looking for another low-scoring game there. Would you take on the over/under in that game, Ken?
What's
51.5.
I'm just, you know what? I'm going under.
Under? You're with me on that one. So the only difference between you and I on that game is I'm taking them outright, you're taking the points. So we're moving on to number Indiana is at number 3. We'll say okay.
Indiana's playing who?
Oregon. They're at Oregon. Indiana is getting 7.5 from number 3 Oregon. The over/under is 55.5.
I think they need more. I'll take Oregon to cover.
Oregon to cover. I would love to pick an upset here, but I just can't. So I'm going Oregon and over.
Yeah, that's an uphill battle.
All right, that's the pick section for this day. We'll be right back.
Costumes, candy, and a whole lot of spooky fun. It's Fayette County's Halloween Parade in downtown Uniontown. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, October 29th. Lineup begins at 5 and the parade steps off at 6. Bring your costumes, bring your friends, and get ready for floats, music, and Halloween excitement for the whole family. Don't miss Fayette County's Halloween Parade, Wednesday, October 29th. For more info, contact the Fayette Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome back to the clothing segment of the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q-Call, produced by myself, Ken Phillips, Victor Malik, who is inside the Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall. Mine is Freight and Friends of Animal alum the Duke, who's having a good time with my nieces. What'd you come across in the shop, sir? You were telling me as I...
one of the things that I really enjoy is getting old 35 millimeter negatives and looking at pictures. And since Ken is going up tonight to see Gavin McKenna play his first home game at Penn State, what I have here are some pictures that I don't remember where the origin of them are, but these are pictures from 35 millimeter cameras back when dinosaurs ruled the world of Mario Lemieux on his first night here in Pittsburgh. So what you can see is that's him in warm-ups there. This is his first face-off, and if you look closely, these uniforms that they wore back in the days were absolutely horrible, which it'd be cool if you get some footage of McKenna tonight to show the difference in the uniforms.
We will have some McKenna footage next week.
Yeah, so this is Mario's first lineup as a Penguin back in 1984. So these are some interesting pictures.
He scored that not long after that face-off.
First goal, first shot. Is that right?
First shift, first shot.
Yeah. See what McKenna does tonight. He's got that to contend with. So let's get into it while we got a couple minutes here. It's painful. It hurt. It's shocking. But Penn State went from preseason close to number 1, depending on what poll you listen to unranked in 5 weeks. What are your overall opinions of this?
I'm I'm going to keep it short, just like I said, either one of us can go off for an hour on this. But listening to your voice and then just feeling where I'm at with it is someone that's a season ticket holder that has left money on the table from jobs because they would have interfered with me going to Penn State for these games. There's this thing called pride. And I think James Franklin and these clowns that lost that game to UCLA, they are lacking it. And that's just short and sweet. They need to find some pride. And me personally, to lose to a team like that, you don't respect yourself. You lost to the New York Mets of college football. What I mean by that, when you think of baseball in New York, you think Yankees. You think college football in California, you think USC. I rest my case. Have at it, sir.
The complaints that the seats didn't recline, you're acting like losers, and you are the greatest football team in shorts that I've ever seen. Everybody loved watching you guys play in shorts. You played 3 patsies prior to playing Oregon. You blew it against Oregon, and you threw a hissy fit against UCLA. You just went out there and didn't want to play. You thought you were better than you were, and you turned it on and you made the game close, which only made you look worse. So my problem is, and we've discussed this a million times on this show, at one point I was a Pitt basketball fan. I admit I'm ashamed of it, but Pitt basketball, it was good for years because Jamie Dixon had a system there, and you throw Jamie Dixon away and Pitt basketball hasn't been the same. That's the problem when you go to hire Franklin's replacement.
Well, no, and I'm not saying get rid of Franklin because that would be expensive right now, but my thing is they need to bring him in and it's like, man, do you want to be here? Because if you do, this doesn't happen.
No, it should never happen.
It doesn't happen if this is where you want to be. And it's like, if you don't want to be here, then we need to reevaluate this and work something out.
Yeah.
If you want to be here, you got to get your head out of you know what, and get it together. We've all, you know what, it's not always, it's about getting up.
Yeah.
Everyone gets knocked down. You got to get up. It's like he doesn't know how to get up.
I've said this a million times. Just if you're near Franklin up there to this evening, drag him down and talk to Cale Sanderson on how to win. Cale Sanderson does not lose. Right? That is a conversation that needs to be had. And your problem right now is you've ascended from the depths and the ashes of the Paterno-Sandusky scandal. You've gotten yourself back up in the top 10. You deserved the program, and the fans deserve a top 3 program, and you just can't get from 7-8 to 2-3. There's your problem.
Let's be honest, that, or is he living? He's got 10 years off of a blocked field goal.
Yeah, that's another point. But you have to give Penn State's fans all the credit in the world. They do everything they can.
Absolutely. You're talking to one of them.
Yeah, you got everything you can do. No fan base is better, and they deserve better. So.
And, I'll say this, so I don't know, just a heads up, UCLA, before we talk Steelers, UCLA's interim head coach has as many top 5 wins as James Franklin.
The one that's even more disgusting than that right now is UCLA never led in a game until Penn State. You just don't let that happen.
Speaking of leading, I think the Steelers will continue to lead the AFC North after Sunday. What are your thoughts, Steelers coming off of the bye? Where are you at with the Steelers?
Right now,
you mentioned it last week about Pat Freiermuth, and that seems to be a subject. Him and Rodgers need to get on the same page, and I'll let you run with it.
Yeah, the bigger problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now is you're going to play a game against Cleveland, and you will have a week and a half left after the game of Cleveland to address the wide receiver 2 position and make a serious charge. The problem that Tomlin's had is we're complaining about Franklin. You can complain about Tomlin. This is the portion of the season after a bye where you should rack up 3 to 4 wins and separate yourself with a comfortable lead in the division. Then you can start to pull it back and rest players. You have an older team, but these are critical games to win. So I think all hands on deck for the next 3 weeks. You give yourself a 2 to 3 game lead. when Baltimore's down, Cincy's down, and Cleveland's down, you have to take care of these games.
You're right. You're 1,000% right. They got to keep their foot on the gas pedal while they're down.
And that's where the problem, I believe, with Mike Tomlin is he's more a baseball manager than he is a coach. He manages seasons. He's got four portions of the season that as long as he's 2-2 into those 4 portions, he comes out at 9-8 and gets a playoff position. This is where you should hammer these teams, and the Steelers are built to hammer some teams.
They're in position to possibly come out of this the top seed overall.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm about to hit some heavy traffic here, and before you pitch your Rise Wrestling, I'll let you talk about what's going on, and I'll see everybody one way or another next week.
Have a safe trip, Ken. And thanks to everybody at Mike Kelly Toyota and Fayette TV, 2 of our big sponsors here. Thanks to Rick Fike as well. He does just a tremendous job putting this show together and making Ken and I look good. And also, we had the biggest card show in Fayette County over in September. We're looking to double that. So if you're interested in tables are available to be sold. I'm not sure on the dynamics of the Pack Attack yet. That will be next week. Bryce is coming up here tomorrow. We'll probably shoot a little commercial for the card show with the specifics, but get your tables early. We're going to have an early bird special on the tables. I'm not sure how many will be in the Pack Attack, but I expect it to be big this time. And again, thank you for everybody. On to Rise Wrestling.